work behind. Pull up a chair, my friend, because it's finally time for Games and Traits!
Hey there everyone, it's Rick here, and before we get into our playthrough of Finspan tonight, I wanted to do a quick overview of the rules just to get everybody fresh on what it is we're doing so you can know what's going on throughout the game. So the first thing I want to do is I want to take a look at the fish cards in this game. And, as you know by now, I love great artwork. I love clean iconography on my cards and in my games. And this game is really just a great example of both, just like Wingspan and for the most part, Wyrmspan. So on the fish cards, we're going to have a few things we need to take note of. The first thing is you'll notice two of these have this little red hash mark on the upper left and lower right corners. And they're also different colors on the back. This means that these are my starter cards, and every player is going to get 2 of these to begin the game. These cards come from a separate deck than the main deck, and this card that does not have those comes from the main deck. So I'm going to get 2 of these and 1 of these guys to start out the game. Looking at the upper left-hand corner again, we're going to see that this is what I need to do to play my fish. And all of this iconography is covered on this really excellent player aid that I have here that shows you not only all of the icons that you're going to see on various cards throughout the game, but also if I look a little closer, if that icon is represented as a cost or as a benefit, it's going to do different things that this card will tell you how to do. So going back to my fish cards, this little icon right here is discard a card, and this one is an egg. So to play this card, I need to discard 2 from my hand, and to play these guys, I also need to play eggs in some combination. Right here on the still in the upper left portion, we've got the different zones that a fish can be played in. So just like our meadow and our grassland and our wetland from Wingspan, so go the fish. Here we can see that this fish can be played in the sunlight zone or the twilight zone, only the sunlight zone, and then the sunlight zone or twilight zone again. And that corresponds to these areas on my board, the sunlight zone being this one up here, the twilight zone just being this row here, and the depths being these 2 rows way down here. Now also looking through the rest of my fish cards, I can see here the victory points that each fish is worth, and it's important that a fish is only worth this number of points if it's the fish that's actually showing your ocean. We'll talk a little bit later about why that's important. And down here you can see the fish's Finspan, and then an icon below it that shows you whether it's a small, medium, or large fish, and that interacts with different cards and abilities throughout the game. On the right-hand side of the fish, we can see what happens either when you play it, when you activate it, which is when you dive over that fish, or what it does at the end of the game, which could be a point power, or it could be an action that the fish takes at the end of the game. But it's going to have one of those 3 kinds of abilities. Now, it could give you eggs, give you cards, or potentially give you eggs when you go over it, or some of that endgame stuff. And also down here, which I absolutely love, is we have a fish fact about every single fish. So kind of like Wingspan, where you can learn a little bit about your birds. In Finspan, you can learn a little bit about your fish, which I absolutely love. So I'm going to put my fish cards back up here into my hand so you guys can kind of see what we're going to do during our turn. And notice that I'm playing all of my fish cards out here onto the board. And that's because instead of being secret information like in the other Span games, your cards that are in your hand are actually open information that all players can see. So instead of holding them back in my hand, I'm just going to display them in a way that makes sense. It's usually easiest for us to do it right here by the side of the board. That's the way we did it in our playthrough. So during your turn, you're going to take one of 2 actions. Either you're going to play a fish card out into your ocean, or you're going to dive in one of the columns that are available in that ocean. So like if I wanted to play my smooth cheek lanternfish, it has these 2 icons up here in the upper left. That means I'm going to discard 2 cards from my hand. Let's say I just wanted to get rid of these 2. Now what's important is I'm going to put them into a personal discard pile, not a community discard pile, because at various points throughout the game, I can reclaim these fish by taking a certain kind of action, whether that be on a card, on an activated ability, or even when I'm diving all the way to the bottom of the board. So I'm going to discard these 2 cards, and I'll play my smooth cheek lanternfish right here. You'll notice that some fish also have an additional border, like my porkfish here, this little purple border, and that corresponds to the borders of these columns. So like this blue column, the fish that have that blue border on it, I can only play them here. Likewise with the purple and the green. Fish that do not have any kind of border, like my long spin porcupine fish, they can be played in any column without an issue. So like we talked about with the when played powers, when I play my smooth cheek lanternfish, I'm going to get 2 eggs, so I will take those from my supply and put them out on 2 fish on my board. And then I'm going to draw 2 cards, and those go into my hand. So now notice with the eggs, I've put 1 egg on every fish, and also as I look at the board, you can see that I have these fish actually printed on my board. Like I have the glasshead grenadier right down here. And this is an actual fish. It has a Finspan and it's a fish designation. And I start the game out here with a roe or a fish egg already on it. These act as fish in your ocean for just about every game rule, including being able to take eggs, counting for rows for certain scoring cards and availability, and also being able to be consumed by a predator fish. And I think we'll see that in a little bit. So looking specifically at the predator fish, if I look here at my blunt nose 6-gill shark, on the upper left-hand corner of my card here, I've got an icon for a young, which is a type of resource, and also this like fish card that has a bite taken out of it. That means that to be able to play my blue nose 6-gill shark, I've got to pay one of these young from my ocean, but I also have to play it on top of a smaller fish. So the blunt nose 6-gill shark is a pretty large fish, so I can play it over quite a bit. Now going back to my board, you can see here that this glasshead grenadier counts as a fish. It has a fin span of 9 centimeters, and my shark here has a fin span of 550 centimeters. That means to play it onto the board, I can take this young that I already have, and I can place it on top of the glasshead grenadier. Now I can't play him here, for example, because there is no fish here for him to eat, but I can play him on top of the glasshead grenadier. If I wanted to, I could also play him on top of the smooth cheek lanternfish because it has a fin span of 5 centimeters, but I'm going to go ahead and put him down here. Now anytime I would cover up an egg or a young on the board with a fish card, all I do is just replace it on top of that card when it's been played. So for my 6-gill shark, when I've played him, all players are now going to play an egg onto any fish that they have in this column. Unfortunately, my only fish already has an egg on it, so I won't be able to take advantage of that activated ability. So I've gone ahead and advanced my board just a little bit so we can see an example of the other action that you can perform during your turn, and that's diving. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of my little diver meeples, and I'm going to choose a column that I want to dive down. Now I'm going to start all the way up here at the surface and then go all the way through down to the depths. So if I start right here, you'll see at the top of your board there's a little icon that's a fish and then one of our pieces of iconography. That means that if I have a fish in this zone, in this column, I will be able to get this benefit. The fish doesn't have to be in any particular position as long as it exists. So I have 2 fish here, so this means this action is available to me. So when I put my diver here, since I have a fish, I'm going to hatch an egg and get a young. So to do that, all I'm going to do, like I just did, is I'm going to pick up my egg and take a young and put it out onto my board. Then I'm going to keep going until I hit another activated power, and this one is on a fish. So this one is, if activated, all players get to move a school or a young. So I'm going to move a young. I'm going to take this one right here and move it this way. Now, when I have 3 young on the board like this that are all in the same ocean space, they immediately form a school. And that happens if I hatch something, or if I move something onto there, or if a young is just passing through. It's just an automatic thing that happens. The neat thing is that not only do these count for more points at the end of the game, but also they have victory scoring conditions based on one of the ones we have out on the board. So going down to this next checkpoint, you'll see here I have another fish to take an action. Now I do not have a fish in this column in the twilight. That means that I cannot take this action and I'm going to keep on moving. So if I go to this position, you can see I have a fish and I can move one of these things. I do have a fish here, so I'm going to choose to move one of my young this way. And then when I get to the very bottom, I go ahead and cover up this icon, and I can take that action again. So in this case, I'm going to move this young. Now I can only take the bottom action the first time I get to the bottom. Every subsequent dive for each column here is just going to put me on the bottom. I don't get that bonus action any more times. The last thing I want to look at is the achievement board. And that's this guy right here. So just like in the other Span games, we've got these variable tile achievements that we'll put out at the beginning of the game. And I'm going to score them at the end of every week. So instead of how the other games work, where sometimes it's a matter of what place you come in, like if I'm first place, second place, third place, these are all just a number of points for each condition that you have. For example, in week 1, I'm going to get 2 points for every if activated card, so the cards that have those brown activation powers. Week 2, I'm going to get 3 points for every school I have in my ocean. And then in week 3, every fish that has some sort of token on it, whether it be an egg, a young, or a school, I'm going to get 1 point for it. At the end of week 4, I don't have any additional scoring conditions, but I do fire off all the end game abilities for fish in my ocean, and that's going to be the point scoring and the actions that fish take at the end of the game. So for example, if I look at my blob sculpin, he has a game end ability that I can play a fish in this column that corresponds to those flippers. Now coming down to the end game, we're going to take a look at our scoring sheet right here. So I'm going to score points for my week 1, week 2, and week 3 achievements. I'm going to go ahead and write those down as I score them at the end of every week. The game end points, those are the yellow abilities on the fish that have game end points on them. Points printed on the visible fish, so they have to actually be showing in your ocean. Eggs, you get 1 point for each of the eggs, 1 point for every young, and 6 points for every school that's in your ocean. Consumed fish, those are the fish that are under either my predator fish or my other fish that I put on top of them, are going to be worth 1 point each. If they have victory conditions printed on them or additional points, these aren't going to count unless they're the top fish in the stack. And that's the basic overview of Finspan. So we're going to get into what we're drinking tonight and then go straight into our playthrough. So enjoy! So we did make a specialty drink for this occasion, but we also started out the night with a bottle of bourbon that Nick brought over that I'd really been wanting to try. It's a wheated bourbon called W.L. Weller, and if you like wheated bourbons or just like trying different kinds of bourbons, I'd highly recommend you give it a try. But for our main drink, we had a fishbowl drink, which some of you may or may not really be into, but this is one that hits, especially when it's spring or summer or you're on vacation. Would recommend giving it a try and not giving it any unfair labels. So to make this one, you're going to start with a cocktail shaker filled up about 3/4 of the way with ice cubes, and you're going to pour in all your liquids. You'll want, for a single drink, 1 ounce of vodka, 2 ounces of coconut rum, 3 ounces of pineapple juice, 1 ounce of blue curacao, 1 ounce of sweet and sour mix, and top it off with just a little more ice. You're going to want to shake this pretty well for about a minute, and if you want to put in some Swedish fish to keep yourself on theme, you can do that. I didn't because I didn't have any Swedish fish on hand, but it is a fun way to garnish this drink. Then you'll put your cocktail mix into your glass, and if you want to do any of the traditional holiday garnishes like an umbrella or more floating fishes, you certainly can. Also, you can serve this in true party fashion in a fishbowl if you want to make a little more of this recipe, which I would highly recommend, depending on the vibe of your night.
We are live.
To Finspan!
Cheers. Fish.
All right, we have Nick, who's first player.
Woo. Go Nick.
So we have the first player right there, token for Nick. Let's pull out our objectives. So week 1 is going to be if active 2 points for each if activated card on your board. Week 2 is going to be 3 points for each young on your board. And week 3 is going to be something else because I don't want the same thing. 2 points for every small fish on your board. That's going to be that icon type, the one that has the wireframe fish.
Gotcha.
The medium and the large are going to be more filled in.
Well then.
All right. So Nick, you're first.
I am. I'm going to play a fish. I'm going to play my haddock. Because it's a haddock. Boom.
Nick, I haddock with you.
That. Wow.
I love how proud of himself he is.
He's the only one laughing.
Oh, wait.
But we didn't go over goals.
Yeah, we
You
did.
Did you not pay attention, Chad? Come on.
All right. Chad has sometimes this problem with communication.
We literally.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
So, week 1 is 2 points for if activated cards on your board. Week 2 is 3 points for every young on your board. And week 3 is 2 points for every small fish, which is the one that's not colored in at all.
Okay.
Not colored in, dog.
So if R2 is short for R2D2, and Chewie is short for Chewbacca, what's Luke short for?
Lucas.
A stormtrooper. That Chad's face is exactly tracking like I thought it would.
I'm going to discard a card and pay 2
I'm
eggs.
mostly just happy that you found some joy today.
Chad, I will say it's your turn because maybe it'll stem the tide of terrible jokes.
Yay! I don't know what I want to do because I don't want to spend resources. I can't do this guy. And I don't know if I want to do this guy yet. So, I guess I will orange roughy it up.
Ugh.
And I will play it. I don't know where to play it right now.
That's the thing.
I guess I'll just put him right up here at the top.
Yeah.
So, Orange Ruffy, he costs me 2 things. I don't think I like this card. I don't think I like the White Suckerfish. I don't know. I'm going to keep the Barrel Eye.
And remember, that's your personal discard pile, so you can
Correct.
potentially get it back later.
Okay.
I have mine down here.
Actually, I can get it back right now. Because when I play it, I get 3
There
cards.
you go.
And a card back from the discard. Ooh, ooh.
So, I got a Black Hagfish, and a Cownose Ray, and an Abyssal Holosaur. And
Is
I'll
that a
get
fish
the...
or a dinosaur?
Both.
Yes. I think I'll keep the giant oarfish. And then this will be my white suckerfish will stay in the discard. Then it's Johnson.
Julio.
All right.
This is where it all falls apart.
Correct.
On the first turn.
Yep.
Everything
Oh,
falls
that's right. We've seen
apart.
John
You've seen me
games
play before.
so that's
That's
true.
right.
I'm
It
terrible
has,
at
to,
them.
it has to be together before it can fall apart.
Yeah.
Nah.
I've seen plenty of not together things fall apart. Spoken like a guy who never had to do that trust exercise where you build a table out of like
People.
newspaper.
I had to build bridges out of toothpicks. That was as close as I got.
We had to do so we do like road construction, and 1 year we got assigned random teams as a team building exercise. We had to I don't know, there was like little toy cranes involved and stuff, but like everybody only had one job. So there was like one person was the project manager, and one person was like the crane operator, and one person drove the dump truck, and like you were limited in what you could do, and it was a nightmare.
Sounds like it.
I think I would like to discard 2 cards.
2 cards.
So that I can play my Saddleback Butterfly
And you
Fish.
have 4 cards that require you to discard cards.
I know! It's awful.
All of my cards required me to discard cards.
Really?
Yeah.
Just pick up more. It's fine.
Yeah, just do what I did.
Yeah, exactly. Why would I understand why you
I
would?
spent 1 card to get 3. I don't know what the problem is.
Just do that. Have you tried being rich?
Have you tried not sucking so bad?
Yeah. Yes.
That's not true. What are you playing there?
I'm playing Saddleback Butterfly Fish.
All right.
It can go anywhere because he doesn't have the little border on
Okay.
it. I have to just. Oh, he's got to go in the sunny area, but like,
Nice.
that's the only.
Good
Yeah. If activated, all players can have
That guy
a,
can't go up there. It has to come down.
Oh, Chad's cheating already.
Oh, we have it on camera now. So this is a all players. So some of them have the all players on it.
So we can
whenever
hatch
Ron
an
activate
egg.
that. All of us can hatch an egg if
Yeah.
we want to, but it's a May.
Yeah.
It's a May ability.
You
All
might, you might not.
So I'm going to play this Mandarin fish. I'm going to discard the Blob Sculpin,
Wow, that's a cool looking fish.
Mm-hmm.
and this guy goes in the
Sunny.
He goes sunny side up. So that's going to be 3 fish. And I'll get an egg, which I'll put on the Mandarin fish.
Lucky you. I'm going to play my weight-banded triggerfish.
Say, Nick's complaining like a guy who doesn't have a draw 4 cards in his row over here.
Yes, well, I do have to discard a card for that. So, go ahead.
So, like, this guy lets me play a fish, but not for free.
Yeah, you have to pay for it.
So I could play him and then also play another fish.
Yep.
Okay. Well, that seems I guess that's an extra action.
Yeah, but he also has to be played in this column.
Yeah. He doesn't, but the extra fish.
The extra fish does. Yes, correct.
So maybe I do that.
So if I go diving in this row, I get card, because I have 2 fish. Okay.
I'm going to play him, I'm going to spin my row, and I'm going to discard my giant oarfish again. And then that lets me play a guy, and I'm going to play my black hagfish, and I want to put him over here.
Nice.
And so I got to discard 3 more fish this time. So that's a black hagfish, and when it played, I get a little guy. Do you put this anywhere?
On
Can I
any
put it
space.
here?
Yep, it can be an open space as well.
And then I also get to draw one of my discard cards. And then I'm done after I pick which card I'm going to keep.
All right, so it's John's turn.
Who's in the lead? Get him.
I need more cards. So I should probably dive to get more cards.
You can dive.
You can dive.
I can dive if I want to.
You can leave your
I didn't know that
friends behind on the beach.
Yeah. Friends don't dive, and if they don't dive,
You can leave
they're
your
no
boat
friends
behind.
of mine.
We
So you're
we
gonna
devolved
go-
into a lot of musical lyrics already. It's been a theme. So you want to move your guy down?
Oh, yeah.
We're in
Move them down here.
constant
First.
state of devolution.
Oh, I was
Yeah, so you're first. So you get a card.
here first. I get a card.
You know, I think I want the leafy sea.
Creole fish. And then he goes to the bottom next.
So he goes here. So that has an activated ability.
Oh.
So everybody can hatch a young if you want.
Nope.
I will.
I would like to
Oh,
hatch
I mean-
one.
I would choose not to do that.
It goes back in the squad. And then you'll go, you don't have anything in Twilight, so you go to the Abyss.
Where do
Draw
we
card.
go when we play fish? Up here?
Yeah.
A Kaluga.
Ooga.
And then you get to take one from discard because it's your first time going to the bottom.
Okay. We will take back
It's your first time going down.
Gross.
this guy.
So I'll put your guy on top of that benefit, and he stays going.
Go down, baby, all the way to the bottom.
All right. We got some
Go,
stuff
go,
here.
baby.
I am going to play. I think I'm going to play the gray triggerfish.
You're a great triggerfish.
I know.
Can't do that, sir.
Oh shoot! Yeah, that's right. He's over here. I'll play the gray triggerfish. I'll play him right here.
Come on, diver man. You're supposed to know these things.
Sorry, man. So I'm 2 eggs and a card. I'm going to dump the dory again.
Yeah, I can't believe we didn't go to Holy
Triggerfish.
Diver
It's all yours.
immediately. I'm also diving. So the first thing I'm going to do is draw a card. I'll take a card off the top. Thank you. Ooh. Why do I discard everything?
Nobody wants you to have
We're
big
going to
cards.
go ahead and activate here. We're going to steal something back from my discard. Specifically, let's go ahead and take my long spine porcupine fish back. And then we're going to go draw another card for the glass-head grenadier. Thank you. Ooh, a humpback anglerfish. And then we're heading to the bottom and getting my white main stargazer back.
It's that easy.
Go ahead, sir.
I'm gonna go down, down, baby. Your street and a Range Rover. I'm drawing 3 cards, is what it amounts to. And then I get to draw a discarded one. So
Yeah.
I've got a card here, a card here, a card here, and then a discarded card.
Cared.
I got a black cardinal fish, Sloan's viper
Is
fish,
that the thing we're doing now?
and a giant hatchet fish. And I like this abyssal halosaur because he's cool. So I think I'm gonna keep the.
Sounds pretty
abyssal
dinosaurish.
halosaur.
It does.
Oh,
I think we just need to keep saying that as many
Oh,
times
this
as possible.
giant oarfish is 9 points though.
That's a pretty big fish.
This is a big fish.
I don't know if there is a woodcock-like fish that's going to kill our pot, or
So what is that one?
you play an egg in this round.
Oh, gotcha.
Jake said that breaks the battery.
Yeah. Woodcocks
True.
break batteries.
Woodcock.
It's all yours.
All right.
My woodcock.
I'm gonna try not to bleed on your board game,
Specifically Nick's.
and then that's my first goal this round. Not bleed, not nosebleed on the board game.
Oh.
Well,
And
quit
then,
looking at pictures of women.
You get a nosebleed when you look at girls.
It's an old
That sounds like a personal problem, Nick.
It's an old anime
Oh no!
trope.
Well, here's the from Jaws. Here's the swimming with bow-legged women. It works.
Jesus.
All right, I'm gonna discard 3 cards so I can play the Faceless Cusk.
Still good.
You gotta go in. It doesn't have the depth thing on it.
It goes
It does.
down.
Oh, it goes down
Yeah.
way in the bottom. Never mind.
Yeah,
Night.
it goes all the way down there.
All the way.
It's going down, down.
Nick, has anybody told you that you look like a Faceless Cusk?
Many times. Luckily, you're far away from your mic, so no one will hear that.
Yikes.
Damn it.
That's right.
Nick looks like a Faceless Cusk.
You know, just because you can't see what I look like.
I'm gonna break up this love fest, and I'm gonna play a Big Eye Tuna, and I'm gonna do that for 2 young.
You're
Wow.
a big guy too now.
That was my nickname in college.
Big Eye Tuna.
Yeah.
I see that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
It's just. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It was one eye. My bad.
Oh, makes sense.
Whoa, we're a little punchy this video.
Yeah, well. All right. I am looking for a thing here. Whatever I say I am. I'm gonna go ahead and play a fish. Rick's hitting the sauce.
It's making me think of the sea shanty.
That's right. Specifically, I'm gonna play my blue lanternfish. I have to discard 2 fish for it.
Oh no! Don't do that.
So I'm discard my white margin stargazer
How dare
and my European anchovy for it.
European
So
anchovy.
my blue lanternfish.
Anchovies?
We're gonna drop him in over here. Or no, I have to play him in the middle. Eh?
What are those fish that can
Play 'em
swim
out
up your urethra in the?
Oh, I will draw 4 cards. Those are in the Amazon, you mean?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Are those in this game? They should be.
Hopefully not.
They're not.
'Cause I think they're technically parasites.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not. I don't want any. I don't
Not
want
like-
any fish in
Oh,
this
I
game,
found me a
so-
great white shark, boys.
Oh,
I don't know that I'd want a card swing up my urethra.
I don't.
Well,
Yeah,
he's a-
definitely not.
He's real good if you set it up.
Your turn there.
Having that card early is very good because you can
I don't know
set it up.
Yes, I see
what
it.
to do.
I sees it.
Two.
I sees it.
What in the world?
That was me.
Knocking
My
over
apologies,
a phone.
knocking over
That
stuff.
was you. That is true.
That is true.
Accurate. Oh, he's been
Accurate.
a moose. I want to play that guy. What else do I want to play?
Move my discard down here so I remember it's a discard.
I want to play this game, so hurry your ass up.
Hey,
Wow.
listen here.
Wow.
I don't need your.
Guys, what am I going to use to bleep this game?
I don't need your mouth right now.
Could be,
Yeah.
You should
Just isolate that piece of audio.
No, you should get a isolate someone just saying "f***ing letter." that's
Two.
the bleep.
No, it'll be like the Murloc sound or something.
We haven't done the Red Dead 2
Wait,
line
it's
either.
like
The
across the
used
little- a little guy.
fish.
And then that lets me put
Yeah.
another guy
Years.
in the other little guy.
Which
I
flavor?
have
Put-
dawn
I played
fear.
the Abyssal Halosaur, and that lets me play another guy, and I'm deciding which one I'm going to play. I think I'm going to do... Not that one. I don't want to put that one down there, though, because I have to play it down at the bottom. So it has to be this one. It has to be this one.
It must be.
And we'll put him here, and that's going to cost us a card and a row. So there's the row. And then the card will be the black cardinalfish.
There you go.
Turn. See, it was a fast turn, man.
Close.
Get the chess clocks out.
Yeah.
I'd be lost already.
I just played in a tournament 2 weekends ago on a chess clock. I
Can you dive
never
multiple
came
times
close
in
to clocking.
a round?
Absolutely can.
Okay. So I'm gonna
The
dive
only
again.
the only restriction on diving multiple times is you just don't get that bottom benefit.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
you
like
don't get
each
it
time it's one less. Is that?
Well, you still get all of
You still
this,
get all
whatever it
those.
is.
Yeah.
You
This
just
is
don't
just,
get
this
Yeah.
is just
Alright.
a first time bonus.
Gotcha. 'Cause
Your-
I need
Your
cards
dude
again.
just joins your other dude at the bottom of the ocean.
Geared.
As
And
you,
get you some carrots.
So we're gonna
as
go
you
here.
dive down and
It's
suffocate at the bottom of the ocean. He's just sitting down here.
This
Look
is
at
a
him.
snipe eel.
Did I tell you about the free diver like getting attacked by an octopus
And then-
you're messing with?
So
yeah,
in
he's
here.
poking at
So
it.
we just get that. So we go down here.
How about we leave nature alone?
We get another card.
Leave Brittany alone.
This is a Patagonian toothfish.
Wow.
It's from Patagonia. And now we're down here where nothing happens.
The Coke Company.
All right.
Which one?
I'm gonna die.
Patagonia.
Yeah, I'm gonna die. So I'm going to get a card.
Are you free diving?
I am.
He's free balling.
I'm gonna take one from my discard. So I'm gonna take the Dory back. Then I'm gonna take a card. And then I'm gonna get one back from my discard, which I'm gonna take the Blob Sculpin. And I'm all set.
Same.
Sweet.
I don't even.
Where do I get more eggs?
The middle column.
Middle column.
You would,
son.
you would only get one. You would get one, and then the bonus.
I think I have to go.
Eggs have to go.
I'm gonna go dive on the middle column.
Yeah, one per fish.
Egg.
Young can go in any spot, but fish.
All players may draw a card. I'll take the first card if you would please.
I would take the second card because it's turn order.
Ooh, another shark.
Oh, I got a cloud anemone fish.
Another
This
shark.
is
Clown
an
and
Elsman's whip nose.
And then I will take a second
You would
egg.
think clown would be the one word I would get right on that card, not anemone fish.
Not an M&M.
But I messed up.
You
Clown.
got Nemo.
With friends like this,
He's like a double Nemo. Almost.
Yeah.
Like he's
And that will be the end of my turn. Go ahead.
it's got the director's cut on there.
You're a director's cut.
Indeed.
I am. I don't know if a director did it.
Maybe a moil.
Okay.
If I had a nickel for every time I almost spit bourbon through my nose, I'd have 2 nickels, but it's weird it's happened
1, 2,
twice.
3, 4.
Which isn't that much.
I thought you were gonna say if I had a nickel every time somebody referenced circumcision.
Yes.
I'd have 1 nickel, but it's weird.
You'd
that
have
it
3
happened.
now.
That's true.
I got 4 rows.
I can't wait to tell my family and friends about this.
Row.
You all see how
It'll
bad
be
I'm
published
losing
on the
already.
internet.
Are you going?
So fish. Yeah.
Fish.
Fish. Sorry.
Fish, please.
I need to.
Can't believe that joke hasn't been made yet. Fish, please.
I need to do
Fish,
something.
please.
I want eggs.
Maybe that's what I'll make the bleep, is Chad saying, fish, please.
Fish, please.
Well, at the very least, it's short.
It's true.
All right.
You just be the fish.
Fish. That's what you need. Yeah, you just need to.
Want eggs.
And then you can just extend
Maybe.
the.
Is there a limit to the number of eggs you can put on the fish?
One per fish.
One per fish. Okay.
Jesus,
And these
he
guys-
literally just told me this 7 times.
Yeah,
Wow.
the fish on the
That's how many
board.
times it did for
The
me.
fish printed on the board count.
It's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to go
I'm clipping
get some,
brief.
some fish.
Don't say anything in my microphone that would make me sound good. No, have voices.
I could say it in my own way. Don't say anything.
Gonna say something like wiener farts.
Oh, boy. Yeah, that is the thing.
Is that like a keef?
So you got 1 from the Twilight and
Yeah.
1 from the bottom.
One from the bottom. So I put one here, and then I get one here.
Yep.
But I only get that guy once.
Correct.
Indeed.
My faceless cusk is gonna have a baby. Such a weird name for such a weird looking fish.
I know. What is a cusk?
I don't know. It looks
I
like
mean, it looks.
it looks like a yeah.
I really don't want to dive, but
We'll
I
just-
have
we'll
to.
just- say
Can we
that.
censor this?
It
Can we
looks-
pixelate
No.
the tip?
We have to-
Just
we have to
pixelate the
this
tip.
fish.
You realize how much work that would be to do it for the whole video?
Just no. It's not moving, so you just put it there and leave it on.
Yeah,
It'd
but
be
if I
real
do
easy.
any clips, like if I have to cut stuff out, which I'm absolutely going to, like probably this conversation, I gotta do it all.
I'm just saying,
Somebody get an egg.
if this airs in Japan, you have to.
Oh wow! Is it like we're
I
very
got that
big-
reference.
We're very big in Sheboygan. Get an egg,
Sheboygan, Michigan.
and I'm gonna get an egg for at the bottom,
Is that where Sheboygan is?
I've been to Sheboygan, Michigan.
and then it is gonna be Nick's turn. So I guess
Sheboygan.
Sheboygan.
Well, howdy. All right, my turn.
Yep.
What can we say other than the fact that we're pretty useful when it comes to this? I want to play fish. Specifically, I want to play my giant double ray. I have to discard a card. We're going to get rid of the stoplight loose jaw. We have to pay an egg.
Who names these things?
Scientists.
How much?
An egg and a young
How much
fish.
do they drink?
Play that, and then I immediately get 2 young fish. So,
Wow, that's pretty spicy.
ta-da.
Does that mean it's my turn?
It does, and we are at the end of the week.
That's the last round.
Wow. The last one. I kind of want more cards.
Are you doing the Carl thing?
I was.
Okay.
I think I'm
It's
gonna
not
get more cards. These cards
to
suck.
be loved by anyone.
So every time I look at our bourbon bottle, I keep wanting to do
The Wellerman song.
I'm gonna die.
Soon may the Wellerman come.
One card,
the shape
2 cards, 3 cards. Not that. I got a yellow boxfish, a barramundi, and a hogfish.
I have seen 2 of those 3 fish underwater.
I have seen many of these fish
I think they're all
underwater
underwater.
in aquariums.
Yeah.
Well, no, in the water with them.
That I've seen.
Luckily,
I've seen none of them.
Luckily, I've never seen the great white underwater. That would be a problem.
I've seen it on TV underwater.
I wasn't in it, but I saw it. Yeah.
Yes. I too have seen a great white shark on TV.
Yeah.
Have you seen a clown anemone fish?
Alright. We are going to do another
And
dive for some
Anemone's
cards,
my favorite
because
word.
none of these cards really are great. So we're going to do... or no, this was a play card.
There you go.
This for...
Going diving.
yeah.
We should start saying the scientific names instead.
The only one I know is
Mobula.
Midwater scorpion
the
fish.
great white.
That's a cool
Carcarion
name.
Carcarius.
Well,
I
they're all
used to want to be over
they're
there.
all on the card.
This one's.
What? Oh, if activated, all players get to hatch an egg.
Oh.
So we get to do
will.
that regardless of whether or not you do it.
I'm gonna hatch me an egg.
I will also hatch an egg.
And then we go down here, and we get a card
You lactolamus maximus.
with the rock mover Rassi.
One more time.
You're such a lactolamus maximus.
I see.
Fish names are pretty good insults.
This guy over here
Luckily,
We're
I'm a
into this.
Mobula mobular.
into a baby
No,
fish.
the giant devil ray is literally a Mobula mobular.
Yep.
It's not quite as
So,
good as the Carcharodon Carcarius.
When I was first learning to dive, my first diving instructor, I said, well, okay, so what do I do if I see something dangerous underwater? And she said, swim closer and take its picture. I'm like, oh yeah, that's very funny. What do I actually do? She said, well, you swim closer and take its picture because if it doesn't eat you, you have a cool picture. And if it does, at least we know what killed you. So thanks.
Truly, you really can't outswim anything that wants to kill
No,
you
if
in
it
the
wants
open
to-
ocean anyway.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah,
when
you
I'm
are not in your element.
right, and when I'm diving, like sharks don't really scare me that much. Gators,
Yeah.
gators and crocodiles, no way.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
the real danger.
It's because they're ornery, because they ain't got all them teeth and no toothbrush.
Mama says.
I'm gonna play the
Mama-
smooth
Mama-
Oreo Dory.
Mama says.
She let me see her boogers.
So I'm gonna pay
I
these
like
2 and an egg.
Bobby
for
Boucher.
my smooth
That
Oreo
girl
Dory
is the
and
devil.
the abyss.
Nice.
And that's gonna be the end of the round.
Right?
So we are going to do some things.
You forgot to put the dude out for playing your fish there. Rick's cheating, caught on
Listen,
camera.
I
In
forget, I'm the
4K.
only one that is allowed to forget that.
In 4K. Caught cheating. Bash in the
so
game.
We'll
Rick
go.
loses.
We'll go through the end of round the first
Asterisks.
time, just so we know. So we're gonna get points based on this week's achievement. So, I'm gonna get. All right, pull this out. So it's if activated cards, 2 points per. I have 3 of them, so I'm gonna get 6. Nick has 4.
I have 2 cards, but 4 points.
Yeah, 4 points. Yep.
0 for Chad.
Ooh, 1 point for me.
2. 1 card, 2 points.
1 card, 2 points.
John, you are.
And
Yeah.
editing nightmare.
That goes that way.
Uninvited.
I mean, there's not really a way.
You should just change John's
You are
player
out of
card.
this card.
You should just change John's player card from every game from here on out. It's just editing nightmare.
Yeah, and there's not really a great way to edit that out, so I'm just gonna have to lose whatever audience we might have
Pretty
made.
much.
All right, then we retrieve all your divers and pass the tokens. So the target tokens already passed,
No, my
The
divers.
only people who know what that is
My
are
holy divers.
not innocent.
and Chad takes.
It's been down too long in the midnight sun.
Holy divers.
Right?
All right, so just to remind everyone,
If you can
this
see his
week
stripes, you know he's clean.
it's going to be 3 points per young you have on
Oh,
your
look, that's why I have young all over my board.
Planning ahead.
It's like I was planning.
Three
this.
young.
So it is a lot like that.
Wow.
Thanks, Owen Wilson.
Wow.
Ring. the lightsaber sound effects replaced with Owen Wilson wows. It's probably
Yeah,
one of my
it's
favorite
pretty-
videos on the internet.
It's pretty clutch.
Because it's like the duel of the fates. Like, dun, dun,
I think
dun,
we're
dun.
gonna-
And all of a sudden, wham, 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 wham. It's just all lightsaber sound effects replaced by
I
Owen
think we're
Wilson
gonna
wows.
play.
So you know when you like, I'll let chat plays fish so hot. And it is what?
Oh, Barramundi.
Baramundi.
Matamundi.
It's like you go to a place where you meet new people. I'm like, man, I hope some people think I'm funny.
Yeah.
That's what this is like. It's like
Oh.
people who might watch us. I hope that someone thinks we're.
I know I'm funny in my own mind.
Well, that's what my stepfather always used to say. If you make yourself laugh, it's one person down.
Correct.
I am my target audience, so
This is a thing.
It's why there's wisdom to that.
I'm hugely successful.
Get rid
Hugely
of
successful.
hugely successful.
I'm laughing now.
That's right. It's all you need, man. That's all you need.
Dive or fish.
Yeah. I'm gonna get rid of 2 cards in order to play the snipe eel.
I discard 1 card and end my turn. Your move, Kaiwa.
This guy can go in here.
Ocean, why do you never talk back?
Whoops, I don't want to put it over there. I'll
I
put it over here.
love Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge. Attention, duelists.
Snipe
My
eel
hair
is
is amazing. Every time a guy speaks, his sentences always begin with attention, duelists.
Goes over
I
here.
think that's his only English line.
All right, that's my turn.
My voice gives me super strength.
I believe I'm gonna play a swordfish. I'm gonna play swordfish. Playing here. That's gonna cost me a young and an egg.
Oh, look, crossover.
Yep. And a card, which I will take
Is there a sailfish, flying fish, and wingspan?
tilefish.
Well, it flies, so
And I'm all set.
it has wings.
So if I find a sea dragon of some shape, sort of size,
It does. Like this fish does kind of evoke the wingspan box,
Like that one,
box
yeah.
bird.
what a sea dragon!
Sorry.
It is.
Nice.
I'm debating on what I'm doing.
Oh, okay.
I had to stare at the
Because
thing because I couldn't.
I am a
my wife
simple
just
fool.
made this.
Oops, added too much.
What's funny is I opened that and I was like, oh, I've seen that before. Oh, I haven't seen that before.
I think we are going to. Ugh, I don't have any fantastic choices here, but we're gonna pay a young and cannibalize another fish to play my short spine African angler.
Now, just as a reminder, cards you cannibalize
Mhm.
are tucked cards,
Correct.
just like a wingspan. So
Yeah,
that's
so he's
considered a
worth
tucked card.
one whole point.
Yep. Here you go.
And here's the thing. When played, I can move a fish. So I'm going to move a fish. And then I'm going to draw 2 cards. If you would, please, and thank you.
And I will.
Oh, thank you. And then that will be it for my turn.
My turn already.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play a fish. I'm gonna play a giant hatchet fish. And that means I gotta discard 2 cards, and I'm not gonna discard that one. I want it, and then this one has points. We'll
So
do
this
that
is-
later. So we'll get rid of the
Guy at the top.
boxfish and the hogfish.
Oh.
We got to pay for it.
Yes.
And I think that's it for me.
I can dive.
Dive.
So we're gonna pull a card, and then
This
we're
is
gonna
why-
activate
This is why we're friends, Nick.
the
Oh. Is that
this guy so that all players can hatch an egg if they would like.
Which I will do.
Yeah.
My faceless cusk is going to breed.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
I was elected to lead, not to read.
Not to breed.
So you got,
Not to breed.
and then you got your
And
2
I gotta
cards.
get
Okay.
another card. So does the bottom thing activate again?
Yes.
All right. So I get one more then, I guess.
As long as there's not a dude on it. Pretty much.
Oh no, that's from your pile.
Oh, from
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's right. It's
Yeah.
from my discard. I apologize.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take the midwater scorpion fish back. That's such a cool name,
Sounds like a cool name.
I am diving.
Better than the false
Doiven?
fish.
Diving.
right?
Doiven.
So I'm gonna get an egg. Get an egg. I'll
Just
get
a
an egg.
touch. Just a touch. Weird
Get
and
an egg.
fast, but okay.
I'll get an egg,
Don't say anything weird in my mind.
and I'll get an egg.
There you go.
So it's total 6 eggs, which I will now distribute.
Weird.
And it's Nick's turn.
It is. I'm going to go ahead and spend my last
candy.
egg. Ooh, candy. And discard 2 cards to play my long spine porcupine fish.
Oh no, you got rid of your last egg.
I did, however, since I played him, I get to place an egg on each of my medium-sized fish, which he
Nice.
is one of.
Nice.
So I pay 1 egg to get 3, and that will be the end of my turn.
My turn already. I'm gonna
Yeah.
play a leafy sea dragon. He
You're a
costs.
BBC dragon.
He costs an egg.
Can't believe you just said that.
I know.
Can't
I'm
believe
offended.
you've done this.
Can't believe you've done this.
Okay. Man, I want to lay some eggs, but I also need to lay more fish out on the board by like a lot.
You do need to have fish to get the eggs.
Yeah. So we
What
are
are you
going
doing
to,
over there?
Leave fish behind.
These fish.
Now lay some eggs. That's
Oh,
totally
playing
how-
fish.
No, I'm
Leave
saying
fish-
him.
Oh,
He's got
him?
3 fish. What are you doing? What are
He's
you doing,
diving.
Owen?
He's diving. He's free diving. Free balling.
Free diving.
Now you gotta bleep that.
You don't have to play free balling.
So my stepsister free dives,
Okay.
and the whole thing seems
Did you
crazy
go?
to me,
Yeah.
but she does it.
Some people do.
Yeah, and it's crazy how deep you can get free diving versus like on a compressed air tank. Like, because I'm rated for, I never did the deep dive stuff, so I'm rated to go to 110. I'm ready to go. Yeah, I'm ready to go down 110, but that's as deep as I go without more training.
Like to play the Kaluga.
You get a ticket at 111.
You get a ticket at
No, you just
111.
Cop swims up.
no, you just
Oh,
potentially,
yeah, a cop just randomly swims
no,
up.
you just potentially die. If
Sir.
you don't.
Sir, do you know how
No.
deep? Do you know how deep you were diving?
That was at 1 inch of too much pressure. Your head caves in.
Yeah, you just die if you don't do it
So
right.
when played, I can play a fish from my hand on an empty or occupied slot on an ocean after paying
That is
its
correct.
cost.
And that is in one of the estuary spaces, so it's going to be here or here. Or here if you've got bigger fish to cover it up.
The
I have an equal fish.
I don't know if equality wins that battle. The
So I can play the, well,
only thing that I am absolutely afraid of
One
more than
moment.
diving underwater is the only other place that humans have been that is more antithetical to life, which is outer space.
Yeah, it has to be a shorter fish.
it has to be shorter
underwater
fish.
and larger, underwater
I mean,
and outer space.
places
the
you
two
should
places
not
we
be.
are not supposed to be.
Well,
We are
I
uniquely
can't do anything
not
with that.
designed
on
to
the-
go.
I don't know, like,
oh, no, you
the
can't.
spelunking and like
Oh, cave diving.
some of that
Oh,
stuff.
yeah,
I just wasted
Thanks.
my turn, but that's alright.
That stuff scares the heebie-jeebies out of me.
So-
After hearing stories about people who get like just stuck for days. Yeah, no.
Here,
So I did that once. So we were in a
You
cave.
got stuck for days.
No, we were in a cave in Bon Air, and there was a spot in the cave where you could swim, like blind swim under
Oh,
this
yeah.
rock to go see this incredible thing. And I told
Couldn't
the
pay me
dive
enough.
guide. I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna stay here by myself. I'm not going in there. This is how H.P. Lovecraft stuff starts.
Yep.
So I'm gonna wait. You guys go do it. God bless.
We went to this
Actually,
cave in.
Too late.
You can't go in there anymore. They got closed down because people didn't respect it, and it's
Yeah.
so it's a old Mayan site that's like a mile underground in this cave in Belize, and there's like human sacrifices still in there.
Yeah, no, that sounds
And
like
you start out, you got to swim into the cave, and then you got to swim under like this
No.
thing and go through
No.
the tunnel and come up the other
Cave
side.
diving makes me really uncomfortable.
And then there's like a little beach inside. I mean,
cave
it's
diving
rocks.
seems like a terrible way to die.
But yeah, it's like a mile underground.
Well,
And,
so cavern diving is kind of fun. Which cavern diving is like when you can surface, because you know it's. But cave diving is when you're actually like penetrating into the cave, and I
Oh,
do not
yeah,
recommend it because
I
it
did
is.
on
I'm gonna play the
we had tour
scaleless
guides,
black
so
dragonfish.
you know,
Yeah.
we didn't. It wasn't very
Dirty.
deep.
here, and I'll
You weren't
It's a
underwater for
derby.
very long. Whose turn is it?
just became mine
Man, why are you
Oh,
taking some?
because I don't know how to play this game.
Oh, that's fair.
Hey, me either. Don't feel bad.
Don't feel bad.
Don't feel bad, buddy.
I have no idea what the hell I'm doing.
Same. I am gonna go diving because I need more cards and I would like more fish. I'm gonna get a grand total of 3 cards. long. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 cards, and then I will activate my white banded triggerfish to get a card back from my personal discard, and then reach the bottom and take
Well,
another
it's
card.
a whole
back
lot of
from
endgame
personal.
scoring there.
Yes. The problem is, I don't want endgame scoring. I would like to do the things that get me points in game, please.
I don't even see him. Oh, and it's
All the yellow stuff.
not played.
Yeah, and my
I
not
thought
played.
you meant on the board.
No.
Because I already
no,
have 2 on the board.
unfortunately. I have none on the board.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
It is now your turn, yes.
I am going to
Stoplight, loose jaw
dive
back.
in the purple. So I'll get a row here. I'll get a row for this fish. I'll get a row here from the Shelly Bristlemouth, and I'll get a row here for the Abyssal
Haji
Halosaur.
Castile, I
And
guess.
then I'll get a row down here. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 rows. A lot of rows.
Chad's got one of those engine things going.
That's
I
right.
have no idea how to build any of
I heard
those.
that's good.
I had 6 last turn, buddy.
I have also.
All
I've
right.
also heard an engine is
Buddy,
good.
friend guy.
If I knew how to build one, I would be in a much better position in this game.
Cool.
That's your
That's why
buddy.
John is the newest gamer
I'm
among
not your
us.
friend, guy.
Just get,
I'm not
just
your
get
guy,
reps. That's it.
Yep, that's my job, is to get wrecked.
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was.
I'm
good.
here to make
Yes.
everybody else feel better about their
Get
play.
reps.
So Christy, when we played this game,
All right,
we played this game with my stepfather.
Yeah.
She was complaining the whole game because we had engines going,
Mm-hmm.
and like every one of her cards had endgame scoring on it.
Nice.
And she beat us by like 20 points.
Yeah. Well.
And congratulations, you get the award for complaining the whole game and winning.
Hey. Sometimes that's what it
Somebody gets
takes.
it every game.
I'm gonna play
Sometimes.
the Rock Mover Wrass.
Sometimes that
I
is
gotta
what it
discard
takes.
these 2 cards to play him.
Is he a wrestler?
Wrestler. Boom. He's got the little edge thing that matches on there, so that's a thing. So that's that. Right there.
All right, and I'm gonna dive because I have to. Take a card.
I have to dive next turn.
Ooh, a giant manta ray.
Or lay eggs.
I'll take something back from my
That makes
discard, which I'll take the.
put 2 guys out last. Apparently.
He what?
I'll take another card.
I'll put 2 guys out last. Like 2 little tokens.
Now this guy is, if activated, predator action, so that means I can take a shorter fish from my hand and tuck it under,
There you go.
which I'll go ahead and tuck the butterfly fish. And I get another card,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll take another one from my discard. And I'm done.
All right. I think we are going to play fish. I just don't know which fish I want to play. There are lots of fish to play.
Yeah, here's the like tension on this. I don't know yet. Is at what point is it good to start playing fish over fish? I mean, end game scoring, obviously, but
Pay one of these and a card to play my stoplight loose jaw. When played, I can maneuver these guys around a whole bunch. He's gonna go dance around and be done.
My turn?
Yeah.
I'm going to dive in the green. We're going to hatch this guy. And then we're going to hatch this guy.
Nice.
That's a nice sound. And then I can move to, I guess. And I don't want to do that yet. So I'm just not going to move them, I guess.
Alright.
Fair enough.
Your turn.
I would like to lay eggs.
so you'll get 2 total.
With this guy. Yeah.
Well,
And
that's
then
the
the bottom.
one you
At the
have.
bottom, so I guess I
I
get
lied.
3.
No, you get 2.
You
Two. Oh.
I'm gonna play him.
You don't get one for this section.
Because you don't have-
No, I don't have any fish in there. Yeah, never mind. So this guy goes down
Play
here,
him there.
and we'll give the rock mover bass a baby.
The bristlemouth cyclophone is the most abundant vertebrate genus on the planet, providing food to
So you
many
can only have
species
one
of
egg on a
fish.
fish at a time, right? But you can have
Correct.
multiple minnows on a fish.
Yes.
Multiple young
Okay.
fish.
When you get remember when you get
to two.
3,
Yeah, then you get a
then
school.
they immediately become a school.
Or 3
Um,
if there's a school.
I'm gonna play the giant manta ray. That's gonna cost me 2 cards
Wow.
And the young fish.
and a young. And he's gonna go here. And I'm gonna get 3 young.
No.
I'm all set.
Alright. I'm going diving. I'm diving in purple, so I'm gonna get a grand total of 1, 2, 3, 4 eggs. And then all players may draw a card if they would like.
Absolutely.
I will be absolutely drawing a card.
I need more than one. Blue Tang.
Mediterranean
Blue
parrot.
Tang ain't nothing.
I was
Wow.
darn it, Chad.
Wow.
Blue Tang is for the children.
You got there first.
Blue Tang is for the children.
Blue Tang is.
Fish rule everything around me.
Blue Tang clan ain't nothing to front with.
Indeed.
Slave to the powder. Dollar bill, y'all.
Indeed.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
It is now your turn.
We're gonna hatch some fish. We got a regular hatchery going on over here.
There you go.
Look at all these hatching fishes.
Hatching fishes.
Hatching
Tackling
fish.
fuel.
Fish.
Their kids.
Kids. Kids.
Oh, we'll actually move this time. We'll move that guy.
So last turn, we made some eggs. This turn, we gonna hatch some eggs.
Last time on John's turn.
On Dragon Ball Z.
So we've got
The cell games have begun.
this guy
John's turn.
gets to hatch one, and then
Yeah, you'll discard that egg.
oh yeah, this guy gets to hatch one.
What? You're not going to allow all of us
Oh,
to hatch one
this-
by diving in the other row.
This guy doesn't have
That's
an egg
next.
on him. Never mind. So this guy
But that you
gets
can do.
to
Yep.
hatch one. And then
Where do
we
you
go
go?
to the bottom.
Oh, wait, no, you
Wait,
got your
no, it's activated. All players can lay an
A
egg.
row?
Can
Yeah.
lay an egg. All right.
I like
Lay
eggs.
And we will lay.
I
Lay
also
the egg.
like laying eggs. Please and thank you.
And then at the bottom,
That's the move.
that's okay.
Yeah, if you want to move, you can.
To move a fish.
We'll move this fish over here.
That's a good move.
Sounds good.
Alright. I'm going to dive. So I'm going to hatch.
Gonna come out of your shell.
And then I'm going to hatch.
We're going to get DMCA'd because my voice is that of an angel.
I got nothing here, but I can move here. I'm going to move this guy to here.
Are you in need of more
Yes.
tasty
Dick?
beverage?
My turn.
Thank you.
Has not placed several of his divers.
No. I have placed all of my divers.
No.
I have played 3 divers. Oh. What have I done?
I think they're probably in fish.
Oh, probably.
You
Yes.
should have 0 left, correct?
Oh, I'm last player.
He's the last
I'm the last player. I am going to. Well, I wanted to play a fish. That's right, I have played fish, but forgotten to put them out. We are going to. I think we're just going to have to dive and hatch fish for points.
That's a good idea.
We're going to dive. We're going to hatch a fish.
One
we're gonna,
fish.
We'll hatch this little guy right here on the haddock. Don't get to hatch other fish. Get to move fish. Get to move fish. Yeah, that was probably the wrong play, but whatever. Gets me points.
Okay.
In Potos.
Week 2 achievement is points for young. I have 5 young, which gives me 15 points,
I have 2 young.
which gives you 6. Chad,
I have 5 young.
which gives you 15. John,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6, which gets you 18 points.
So
Well done.
many.
Just went and get him.
Well done. All right, first player passes. Take all your divers back.
All my holy
Yeah.
divers.
Holy divers.
And the unholy ones, too.
And John gets the first turn.
Yep.
I just almost had a panic attack because I realized I hadn't looked at my phone for the recording in a minute.
Oh,
Still good.
good.
It beeped for every time before, so.
Yep.
Need
Camera
more
will be
fish.
better, typically.
So that's where I think I've resolved all the camera issues.
Oh, whoops, not that one.
But I'm
That's
saying that with all
whitefish.
my fingers crossed and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't go getting cocky.
Yeah.
Don't go getting cocky.
Pygmy seahorse.
Yeah, he's a little guy.
He's a little guy.
Two
He's a
centimeters.
little guy. That's what she said.
He's a little guy.
Reminder.
If activated, all players get to hatch an egg.
Hooray.
I will gladly hatch an egg.
There's a lot
No.
more laying eggs than there are hatching
Here,
eggs.
This guy
Yeah.
goes here. I got a school. La escuela of fish.
La escuela.
Escuela.
Oh,
Escuela de Pescados.
Escuela
Escuela.
Grind is a good band because right
The
now.
pelican eel. Wow, that is ugly.
Yep.
And then
He's not too fond of you either.
he's not. I
Nope.
should not.
Nope.
Nope. It's from the yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
From the pile. Gotta take from discard and not from there.
Yep.
The false cleaner
Why do
fish.
you like this?
I don't know. My wife asks that a lot. She asks that question a lot. So for any ladies watching this, I'm all hers. I know that's heartbreaking. For her. Every time she tells me like you're, whatever, I'm like, you begged me to marry you. Which I can't wait for her to watch this and
Alright.
She's not watching this.
no, she's not. I'm gonna get skipjack. Then I'm gonna get something back from my
Yep.
pile. Take this guy. Then I'm gonna draw another card. Diamond Stingray. Draw another card. Big Eye Smoothhead. Then I get
That's the best impulse yet.
children.
Big
Children.
ass smooth head. Big ass smooth head.
And I'm all set.
Big ass
Wow.
smooth head.
I'm gonna play fish.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play my football fish.
It's got an
I'll
eye
play
for some
the-
reason.
Football fish. I have to discard 2 cards. And
This one and that
a
one.
small fish. We'll discard this guy. Football fish. That will be it.
Dope.
Dope indeed.
I'm gonna draw 1, 2, 3, and a discarded card. Gracias.
Gracias.
I got an Atlantic Bonito, a paint spotted moray, and a wolf trap angler.
Ooh.
Wow, those are all predators, by the way.
Alright.
You got a
I
lot
think
of
I'm gonna
predators.
whip out my giant hogfish.
Wow.
Whopping it right out.
I don't know. This oarfish is rows are worth points, I guess. At the end
Yeah,
of the
row
game.
is worth points, just like eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Like 1 point or something.
Yeah, row and young are worth 1 point.
And then
schools are worth
6.
6.
Yeah, I don't like that. We'll go with the barrel eye because it has a hatch activation. Okay.
Can be quite good. John's turn.
I'm a little short on eggs, aren't I?
Seems like it.
Yeah, you got
Yeah. So let's do some eggies. Let's nothing there, so I go down here to this guy and I gain an egg. I will put on the faceless cusk. And then we'll go down here. Put one on the Caligula. Caligula. It's the same thing.
Baby beluga in the deep blue sea.
So if
I know that Rathy
I
song.
predatorize this, does it count as a thing as a fish under it?
Sure does.
Okay, just checking.
All right.
I think predatorize is the predator.
Predatorize, yeah.
So I
If I
definitely
murderize this
want to play
fish.
some small fish.
Murderize this fish.
So
When my kid was real young, she couldn't say sushi, so she was
Sushi.
Sushi?
Sushi.
She wanted some sushi?
all right, I'm
Sushi is
gonna
good for you.
spend 2 eggs and a discard to play the big eye smooth head.
That is hilarious.
It's like my brain.
I don't have very many wrinkles up there.
That's gonna go here.
This fish has its own natural fishing rod, complete with fishing line, fish hooks,
Going
and
diving.
bioluminescent bait.
Hatching a fish. Hatched. Hatching a fish.
Hatched.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Hatching
Ooh,
a fish.
handy.
Hatched. Hatching a fish.
I know, right here. If activated, move. School me.
You got a whole school of them.
School me,
Call
son.
me the bus driver because I'm taking
Move it
everybody
again.
to school.
I'm gonna move this guy over here.
You guys ever watch Bubble Guppies?
Move it again.
No.
Move that guy here.
You're missing out.
Missing out. Bubble
It's a
guy.
great cartoon.
And then I'm done.
What
Bubble Guppy Guppies.
Bubble guppies?
Yeah, and
Apparently,
they did this parody of Poker Face, but it was Pencil Case because they're going to school. Pencil Case. Draw.
I'm here.
Only one radio station properly censored
That is
Lady
correct.
Gaga's Poker Face.
That is correct.
Because one of the lyrics is not poker face.
That is correct.
Was it Christopher Walken? Because that's the best version.
No, it's specifically when it was out on the radio, one line in that song is her face.
Yeah.
Only one radio
What's funny
station
is-
listened to it close
What's
enough. and
funny is
censored
she
that line.
didn't hide it at
What
all.
did you do?
No. But nobody got it.
Nobody got it.
Played the fish.
Which fish?
I'm getting so hooked.
Okay.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ. I'm playing a barrel
Yeah,
fish. I'm playing a macropina, which is
A macropina.
macropina. Microstoma. You microstoma.
Wow.
Yeah, his head is transparent with tubular eyes peering up from inside. The twin eye holes in front are actually nostrils.
Fantastic.
Wow, it's your turn.
Fish.
Wow.
Alright.
Wow, they're actually nostrils.
They're actually nostrils. Actually.
Go fish. I'd like
Show me the
to
fish.
dive.
You'd like to dive.
No, I don't want to dive. Do I want
Where are you diving, holy diver?
Do I want to
Where I
dive?
won't.
Where are
wanna
you diving,
dive,
holy diver?
I dive, but I won't.
Are you drawing more
Do
fish
it all.
cards, or are you...
Yeah. Because we've only got like
Draw some fish. Draw
1 week left after this.
Draw some fish. Draw some fish.
Alright, you draw a fish, everybody can hatch if they want to. You can
Ooh, a stonefish.
behind.
Yeah, that stuff will
Oh,
kill.
absolutely. Hatch a
I ain't
hatch a
got
fish.
no eggs.
I ain't got no...
No.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah,
to
I
move
actually
this
think I
guy.
do need to dive. Now that you mention it. So I'm gonna egg,
Your house.
egg.
In my pants.
Wow. Egg, and egg for the bottom. So it's gonna be 6 eggs.
How
and
do
I'm
you
gonna
get
place
6
that
eggs?
because I have 2 fish here that give me
I
eggs.
don't know. That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, I'm
It's on camera, Chad.
putting it. This game's under protest.
There's 0 eggs. You're
You
just
got
going
it.
to edit it.
All right, Nick, it's your turn.
It is.
You're going to go back and edit it and say...
I'm gonna play a fish.
you didn't play.
I'm gonna spend my school of fish to play a whale shark.
Oh. Cost the whole school.
Cost a school?
Costs a whole school. It's 12 victory points.
Oh wow.
Also, when played, all players may place eggs on all of their green fish. Hey, I have 5.
This column?
Yes, on all green
Oh,
fish.
F you, Nick. I just.
Yep.
Does the fish have to have the green border on it?
No,
Or
it must be in the
uh,
green row.
Okay.
That's sick.
There's a reason why I waited till Rick activated that and put a bunch of eggs out on fish, so he would get nothing from it and he would like it.
You get nothing.
I hate you, Nick.
You
I hate
get-
that you, Nick.
You get nothing and you'll like it.
No, I do.
I hate Nick.
We all hate it.
Is it
All
my
my
turn?
homies hate
Is
it.
it?
True. It
I
is
love
now.
Nick.
It
That
is
was-
now your turn.
I'm really happy about my 3 free eggs.
You're right.
Me too.
But now I gotta, or 4 free eggs. I gotta figure out what I'm doing now because that changed things.
It does. It changes
That changed. That caused the change.
I've
in
yet
me.
to pull a fish that has a purple border, and it's really annoying me.
Well, you can still play fish there.
You can still play fish there. Yeah. You
going
don't
to,
have to.
Like that stonefish can be played in.
You can play.
Yeah.
In fact, anything but your 2 green fish and 1 blue fish can be played there.
I'm gonna play an Atlantic bonito
One fish,
over my
2 fish,
Catalina
3
goat.
fish, purple fish.
A sarda.
Sorry.
And the Atlantic
bonito.
bonito uses ram ventilation, meaning that it must keep swimming to breathe. It swallows prey whole. Metal.
That sounds.
Nature
that
is
sounds
metal.
pretty
Your
metal.
turn.
That does in fact sound pretty metal.
It's like speed 27.
Better
Fish
metal
has to
fish.
keep going.
All
The
right.
fish slows down, it can't breathe.
Better metal fish.
We're going to play my stonefish.
Actually,
So we're going to give up the
Do they have
Mediterranean
random
parrotfish.
also?
And we're going to give up an
No,
egg.
Which fish?
The stonefish requires a card and an egg.
No, that stuff will kill you.
Are going to play that. Cha.
No, nurse sharks actually like sleep in little coves and everything where the current actually helps them breathe, so they don't have to move.
Nice.
They're so smart.
So smart. Smart.
Oops.
Noise.
Gymnothorax. That's a cool name.
And then I believe after he's done, it's your turn.
Yeah, it's me.
Not as cool as Gymnocloaca.
Would you like me to allow you to play a bunch of eggs? Too bad. I'm not going to do it.
I actually think I have to
Thorax.
hatch some eggs because I'm
Thorax
getting pretty
connects
filled
to
up. So I'm going to.
Thorax,
Actually, I'm
more
gonna
like
play-
thorax.
Borophyll. Chlorophyll.
More like
I'm going to be
more like molten
Great
borax.
Northern tilefish, and that's going to cost me 2.
Great Northern tilefish.
Oh snap!
2 cards and an egg, and I'm all set.
All right. I'm going holy diving. I'm going to get a grand total of 3 cards, and then 2 cards back from. So I'll take 3 cards off the top of the stack, and then 2 cards back from my my discard, my graveyard, as it were.
My turn?
Yes,
Are you
it
still
will be
going?
your turn afterward.
Well, I'm going to play a fish. I'm going to play my clown anemone fish.
Ooh.
And I have to discard 2 cards. I'm going to discard the paint spotted moray and the blue tang because that ain't nothing to fish with.
It's true.
Tis true, tis true.
Blue Tang Clan ain't nothing to fish with.
Yep.
Hey, I found a purple border card.
Your turn.
When you move fish, can you move them as many
have one
spots
now.
as you want? Or
Yes.
just
Horizontally or diagonally, yeah.
As many spots as you want. So just one.
Horizontally or vertically, yeah, as many as you want.
But
Oh, okay. So you can't just move them wherever.
Yeah.
Okay.
But orthogonally only.
So, like, John could move that fish.
Oh, you pick one direction.
I can move
Yes.
them here or like here.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I can't move them like down here because
You
that's
can
not.
move him all the way. You can move that guy all the way down there.
Oh yeah. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. So I'm gonna do some egg hatching.
This is also explained on your ability iconography.
I mean,
Yes.
I can only read so
I was
much.
reading it, making sure that I was understanding correctly
Good.
because I'm slow
You're all right, man.
and the ADHD. It's great.
It's all good.
So we're gonna hatch some fish. We're gonna hatch fish here.
Hey, look, crossover.
Crossover. Crossfire.
And then if activated, I get to move a fish.
Yep.
That's still there. So this guy is going to go down here and turn into a school. They immediately turn into a school,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
As soon as you move in, you become a school.
My faceless cusk now has a school of faceless cusks.
Indeed. Indeed.
John
And
does
then-
have the schools going on. He's got the best
Yep.
education system.
He does
Get to
have the
hatch
best education.
more. My Department of Education is still funded.
There you go.
Yeah.
Egg.
Egg. Oh, I get to. Yeah, all players get to lay an egg.
That's
I
how.
will gladly lay an egg.
Don't lay an egg, man.
Don't like laying an egg, man.
And that will let me move another fish. So we're gonna move from the Catalina goby over to the
Yep.
Kaluga.
Good move. Good move. All right, I'm gonna dive.
Diving.
So I'm gonna hatch a fish, hatch an egg, which that's gonna turn into young, which then turns into a school. I'm gonna hatch 2 fish. Hatch a fish. I'm gonna move this guy right here. And then I'm gonna move move this guy here. And I'm all set.
All right. I'm gonna play fish. Specifically, I'm gonna go ahead and play my honeycomb scaly dragon because he's a cool guy.
Sounds cool.
22 centimeters. Yeah, we'll eat this guy.
Eat them up.
Chomp, chomp, chomp.
I don't
chomp,
have any
chomp.
other way to eat stuff, and I need one.
I just
You could always play a bigger fish
Play a
on top of
bigger
a
fish.
smaller fish.
Yeah,
yeah, but I
always
need
a
to
bigger fish.
specifically eat though.
Oh.
Because I need to get another card tucked under that guy.
toss a card. We'll toss my Japanese anchovy to play that.
I guess I'd have to draw cards and hope to get something that gave me that.
Go ahead.
Which I don't know why I wouldn't do that. I guess. So I guess we'll.
Actually,
I guess I'll dive to draw cards.
We're not going to eat a fish. We're just gonna. We'll play in there. We don't need to eat anybody. We'll just play in there. And like a small fish are worth points.
Small fish
So
are
eating,
worth
eating
points.
small fish right now is not
Small fish are worth
Oh,
points.
crap.
not the
Yeah.
greatest choice. I have a lot of small fish.
I don't have
I do not.
that many.
I need
Got
more.
5, 6, 7, and 7.
I mean, it's an appreciable number of small fish.
I also have 8.
Man, I don't want to do that, but I think this is the right thing to do. So I'm going to draw a card.
No, I only have 7.
I'm going to draw a card. Draw a card.
Draw a card, draw a card, draw a card.
Thanks, sir. I got a red scorpion fish, a fleet
Ooh.
fish, and an Atlantic mackerel.
Ooh.
None of them help me cannibalize. Womp womp.
Womp womp. Indeed.
All right, last round. Well, last turn.
Yep, last turn for the second to last round.
I'd like to play fish. I'm going to give up my pygmy seahorse and my pelican eel so I can play my false cleaner fish.
Oh.
He just hides everything under the rug.
Wait, no, I'm not. I can't play that one there.
Just quick scoops everything.
Yeah, I can't make that play.
Retcon.
So I'm just, unfortunate. He's got a blue border, and I don't have a blue border spot left in the area he can be played.
Is he bigger than any of your other fish?
Yeah, remember, you can always play
Nope.
on top of another.
No, he's a tiny guy.
Tiny. He's a little
little
guy.
He's a tiny little baby
He's
guy.
a little guy.
Yeah,
Right?
he's
He's just a
baby.
little guy.
He's only 11 centimeters.
Hey,
So we're gonna hatch.
Nothing wrong with 11.
No, we're gonna. Oh, this is the last round. Yeah, so we're gonna hatch eggs.
Last turn of this round.
Yeah. Last turn of this round. We're gonna hatch an egg.
What is that, like 4 inches? 11 centimeters.
We got to check
Just
out
around. It's
school.
2.2.
2.54.
Is it 2.54?
Yeah.
2.2.
This guy
That's
goes
kilograms to pounds.
Oh,
This
this
guy
guy
goes
goes.
Or pounds to kilograms.
Oh, yeah.
Man,
Now we can all move a fish
oh, thank God.
to another location if we so
We
choose,
like that.
and then everybody gets 1 egg,
We love that.
and then I can move the fish again, but put an egg out. My snipe eel.
Snipe. Sniper, no sniping.
That is my turn.
Sniping's a good job, Mike.
I think I have to die here, so I'm gonna take a card. Then I'm going to take one back.
Wish I could take one back.
I'll bet you do.
Wow.
Take back the sailfin flying fish. I'm gonna predator a fish. Goodbye, sailfin. It was nice knowing you.
No.
For sure, drops there. Cookie cutter shark. And a draw from here for an abyssal anglerfish, and that's it for me.
Alright. I'm gonna play a fish. I'm gonna play a humpback anglerfish. I have to eat both my young. However, I get to play 3 free eggs on everybody. In fact, gets to place an egg on all of their very bottom fish. Oh, you don't have any. Oh no.
I knew I didn't like you, Nate.
Sorry. You'll like it.
You'll not place it, and you'll like it.
You'll not place dick in this game.
Whoa.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
We just get so randomly aggressive sometimes.
Well, one of us has played this game before. Target the guy in the lead with
I'm
these
diving.
Well, I guess I am in the lead
by a bit, yeah.
by 1 point.
Oh, you have 18 points sitting there.
I mean, John is in second. He's only behind me by 1 point at the moment.
How many fish does he have?
Well, It's not,
Not a lot.
Not the end of the game yet, bro.
Tis true, tis true.
It will be soon enough, and I'll be in last by then.
It will be soon enough.
Wheat thins.
Wheat thins. What do you say it like that? What do you mean?
You diving, Chad?
I am diving.
He's holy diving.
Everybody was talking, so I wasn't saying what I was doing. I was shelling, though.
Oh, I see.
We'll do this. Okay.
Okay.
That is the end of the round.
Yeah.
So now this achievement is small fish. So, Nick, how many small fish you got?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8, 16. Chad?
7.
7 is 14. John?
3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 4.
Your built-in fish are all small too.
5, 10,
6.
6,
12.
12.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've got 12.
They're easy to forget about.
All right, week 4 it passes to me.
I feel like they should have like a different background, so I don't forget about them.
All right, so I'm gonna play a fish. I'm gonna play a binocular fish. I'll play it here. It's gonna cost me 3 cards, which I will pay there. It's all yours.
All right. I'm gonna pay a card and 2 eggs. Card and 2 eggs to play my crocodile fish. We'll go ahead and take one off here and one off here. Crocodile. Crocodile.
For those of you not in the know, crocodile is a drug in Russia where you cut heroin with gasoline.
The more you know.
It also causes necrotizing fasciitis.
Yes, it does.
Chad.
Well educated, Nick.
Yeah. Well.
Okay, we're gonna try to get lucky. I'm gonna dive. We're gonna get 3 cards. And 1 back from a draw thing. So I've got a flabby whalefish, an angler, and an abyssal speederfish. A spitter. A white
Neil
suckerfish
Speederman?
is what I'll get back. Your turn. Oh, it's so bad. It's
I'm gonna play my pygmy seahorse. He's gonna go over here.
Seems good. Alright, I'm going to play a cookie cutter shark, and he's just going to eat this binocular fish. And I'm all set.
All right. I'm going diving. Also going to try and get lucky. I'm going to end up drawing 1, 2, 3 cards and getting 2 back from my graveyard. So I'll take 3 cards off the top there. And then I will be done after that. Oops, sorry.
I'm going to play a fish.
Just shove you.
Play my white sucker fish here, a Remora albicans.
You're a white sucker fish.
It usually attaches itself to a large ray, but sometimes to a shark or a marlin. It often occurs or often enters the gill chamber or mouth of its host. There's a nightmare for you.
That's nightmare fuel.
It's my turn.
It is
My turn. I need more cards, so we're gonna do one of these dives here.
Alrighty.
So everybody can hatch an egg.
Oh, I will
If you've got
gladly.
any.
So,
I will gladly hatch an egg.
Oh, I didn't pay for that guy. Hold on. This one and this one.
I get to draw a
And then
card.
we'll hatch this one.
And then I can also add a cost. The card must okay. Shorter fish can be placed on top of it for the same cost, but I don't have. Yeah, I do, but I can't pay the cost for it.
Well, have
So we are gonna go down, cha, and draw a card. And then we're going to gain a card from my discard. I'm not reaching for that pile this time.
There
See,
you
it's the end of the
go.
game.
There you go.
But
There you go.
I've
Cards
learned.
aren't worth anything, are
On
they?
the last
No,
round,
probably
yeah.
not.
So scoring, yeah, game end points, points on fish, point per young and egg, 6 points per school, 1 point per consumed fish.
Yeah.
All right, I am going to draw cards.
Don't worry.
So draw a card. A lionfish. Take one back. Lionfish destroying the Caribbean.
Mm-hmm. They're apparently
Take
pretty
a card.
pretty delicious.
You got to eat them right. It's not easy to prepare them because they're like all bones.
Mm.
I'm going to eat something. Do I have anything I can eat? I do. I'll eat the abyssal anglerfish. Nom nom nom. Nom nom nom.
Indeed.
Take a card. Spawn parrotfish. Those are everywhere. And I'll take one back from my discard. And it's back to you.
No, alright. Play another fish. I'm going to discard a card and eat this guy and discard two,
Excuse me while I eat
Excuse
this
me
guy.
while I eat this guy. 2 eggs and discard a card. We're going to discard, yeah.
Country guys! Got fins for days!
You're all about the parodies tonight.
I am swimming with some manta rays!
I'm so happy. I love how happy.
We'll get rid of this. Play my common fangtooth.
My turn.
Yay.
I'm
And he's automatically worth 3
I'll
points.
draw more cards than I
That's
don't
pretty
even want.
good.
So I draw a card. I'm gonna eat something. Gotta be less than 90. We'll eat the abyssal speederfish.
It goes under that fish.
It goes on to the fish that
It has to be that one?
Yeah.
It does.
Then how do you do that?
You
have
just
to-
keep stacking bigger
You have
fish.
to stack it, yeah.
That's the problem I'm having with my angel shark. I have to put 3 cards under
Well,
him.
that's a wasted action.
That's worth a point.
It's true.
Yeah, but that I thought it was worth 6 points.
No, that
Or
is-
7 I thought it was worth 7 points, so disappointing.
Alas.
Oh, this is another point. We're going to play sadness on the stack.
It resolves.
Boys,
It
it
resolves.
resolves. I got to make a graphic
Alright.
for that.
Yeah.
Alright.
Sadness on the stack, it resolves.
I want to lay some eggs.
Too many eggs.
So Christine really wants to play Commander.
Yeah.
She's been getting more and more into Commander. And I
No.
thought at one point we'll record a Commander game just for
There you go.
shigs.
There you go.
Shigs and wiggles.
Shigs and wiggles.
I
Thing.
I went to our FLGS and reserved all my Final Fantasy decks, BT dubs.
Nice.
Part of me wanted to do the special edition ones, but the price tag is not going to work for me.
Yeah.
It's too much.
You're up, Rick.
Just too much.
It's your turn, you flabby whalefish.
Is
How about,
Commander,
how about
easy
the
to play?
big eyes smooth head?
It's not
Big
easy to
ass
play, but
Smoothhead's
it's a lot
the
of
best
fun.
one.
The big eyes
Best
smooth head is the
insult.
best one.
Then I will skip it.
I mean, we can
Also, I'm
actually-
not a huge Final Fantasy fan, so.
We can teach you to play. Oh, that's blasphemy in this house.
No.
We can teach you to play Commander.
Them's fighting words.
So 6 eggs, and I'm all set.
Or rather, I've never really
It's also-
played a lot of Final
I don't
Fantasy.
even like anybody that likes Final Fantasy.
Well, I don't like you.
Wow.
I think I've said I don't like everyone. I think everyone.
At
Is,
multiple points
yeah,
doing this,
I
yes.
think I've not liked everyone.
He doesn't like me because I make him edit a lot. Like, a lot.
That is accurate.
I felt bad about something I said during the Wyrmspan, so I'm glad that this didn't go through.
We're gonna go ahead and
I said no.
play a fish. Or I wanna.
Made it into the final cut.
Yeah, we're gonna play a fish. We're gonna play the Atlantic salmon.
I'm glad the audio didn't work.
Atlantic salmon.
Hilarious.
Atlantic salmon over this.
So I mean,
this
as
gentleman.
I've told you before, John.
Cost
6,
me 2
7,
eggs.
9, 10.
Those are the Final Fantasies
Those
to
are-
play.
Yeah, those are the S tier Final Fantasies.
I heard 8 was the best, but
No,
Not this one.
I heard 14.
14 is an incredible game, but it's an MMO, so
14 is
I
the
played
only one that
14
was
a little bit.
palatable for me.
With Nick.
Yes, played 14 with me.
14 is an excellent game, but
I liked 14.
but the fact that it's locked behind a
Yes.
300-hour MMO, like that's the problem.
Well, only.
But the
I don't think
story,
the story is that much though.
Heavensward and Shadowbringers is where it's at.
Yeah.
Like, that's what
I
you're
played
playing for.
through Heaven's Word.
Heavensward
Actually,
and Shadowbringers.
Even better.
I don't know if I
We're
played
not gonna
Shadowbringers.
cannibalize
The main
it.
story's
We're
okay.
gonna cannibalize it.
The base game story's okay. The third expansion is okay.
Yeah, still trying to figure it out. Only because I
I've
don't
already
think I can get my
but I haven't
points.
played it.
I don't think I can get my points, unfortunately. So we're not going to cannibalize
I'm
anything.
ready for that Baldur's Gate
That's
3
Atlantic
patch to come
Salmon.
out.
Yeah, the Atlantic Salmon. And then
Me
I
too.
do have to discard a card.
Yeah. The one with the 12 new classes.
I'll be
Yeah,
done in a
yeah,
while.
late.
And then
I'm gonna
it
do another
is
playthrough
your
for
turn.
sure.
I was just going to imply it really strongly.
Take off your pants and jacket.
There was a lot of eye things happening between John and I just now.
It's true. It's true.
Mm-hmm. That's some editing.
It's just gonna stand. That's fine.
It'll be alright.
Man, I don't.
It'll be fine.
Well, it's whatever. My mother's not gonna watch this.
Sure.
It's true.
My stepfather might and tell her all about it.
He'll just laugh.
Yeah,
He'll think it's fine.
probably.
I laid a bunch of eggs. I should hatch them.
Nah.
Yeah.
So we're going to hatch some eggs. We're going to
You
hatch
don't want to get points or anything.
an egg here.
Points are for suckers.
Points are
And
in
get a
fact
school. My fish are
Apparently,
very
white
well
sucker fish
educated.
are for suckers.
No,
Could be a
that'd be
thing.
good.
Could be a thing.
If activated, everybody, I get to hatch another fish. If activated, I get to move a fish. We'll move this guy up here.
There you go.
You took the elevator.
If activated, all players get to lay an egg.
Oh, all players lay an egg.
Yeah. It's
I
still,
will
Gladly lay an
it's
egg.
this
I'll
guy.
do this.
I'd love to hatch some more eggs, but I think that plan has gone out the window.
There.
Out the wall.
That is my turn.
I'm gonna dive.
So the
I'm
fish
gonna-
swims down your.
the window.
So I'm gonna dive, hatch an egg, and that's gonna create a school. And then I'm
I'll
gonna
do
hatch
my
two
nose
eggs.
is very
Do it.
runny.
Oh, it's your nose? I was like,
Yeah,
you have like
it
a
like started bleeding earlier, and now
quarter
it's just
ounce
constantly
bladder
running.
or something? What's going on?
Then I'm gonna hatch another one. Then I'm gonna move. This guy here,
Was that a War Machine turned on time my opponent got
This
his
guy
nosebleed?
here.
There's blood all over the board.
and then I'll move him up here.
Yep.
To create another school.
Right before it was the first
That's
round of the
it for me.
tournament. Right before
All right.
the
Diving.
judge was very
I
insistent
have
that
to.
you don't pause the clock for any reason whatsoever. This
Hatching.
guy gets the nosebleed.
Hatching.
Well, no, the guy got the nosebleed. And he goes, I talked to the judge, and he told me I could pause the clock for this. And so he pauses his clock, and he goes to the bathroom. And I was like, well, whatever, you know.
We'll hatch here.
Well, no, the judge comes over and he's like, why is the clock paused? And I was like, well, the guy had a nosebleed. He said you told him that he paused the clock. He's
Hatch
like,
again.
no. And he
hatch here.
unpaused the guy's clock and just walked off. I was like, oh, okay.
That works.
We can move. We can move if we want to. You can leave your friends behind.
We can move?
And then I can move again. Just
I
me.
mean, he said we.
Just
so-
me. I said me can.
You don't want to go all the way down and make this
No, I'm not going to make a school because I need to pay 2 fish for my. Almost every card on my board gets an egg.
He's gonna go all the way down
Nick,
anyway.
Nick has been setting up Carcharodon Carcharias pretty well.
I have a great white shark. Your turn.
My turn?
Yeah.
My turn already?
Ready.
Oh, man.
Ready.
I'm going to dive in the green. I get to hatch. Let's see, I'm going to hatch
Yes.
2, and I get to do 2 moves.
Yeah.
This guy's going to
know.
hatch.
Make sure you know.
I have
And
all of my things have affected you guys with my apex predators.
this guy will hatch.
You're good.
I'm gonna end up with negative victory points because of whatever Nick's doing.
And
It's not impossible.
I don't think you can get negative victory points.
That's what's known as negging.
Negative.
this guy will move. And then this guy will hatch. And then let's go. Okay.
Alright. I guess I could lay more eggs, and the next turn I could hatch them, or I could just hatch the eggs that I just laid. I think I'm gonna hatch the eggs I just laid.
There you go.
Yeah, you can't hatch if you want to.
I can hatch your friends behind.
Yeah, you get a school. You
can
don't
leave
even
your
have to
eggs
bother
outside.
putting a young out.
Yeah.
Just get that school.
One of these. We're almost out of schools over here.
Oh, we got plenty over here.
Yeah, we got plenty of
I'm not fishing. I'm eating all my fish.
Hatch
This
another
is,
egg.
this is like when I play Dinosaur Island and all of my visitors keep getting eaten, but
We
people
prefer
still
to
keep
our
coming
mates
back to my park.
uneducated over
Yeah,
here.
as much as we can. We love them.
If activated, you can move fish anywhere in the vicinity, but I'm not moving one. Down here, hatch another egg.
Do you have any more eggs?
He's got
I have
Oh, I
one.
got one more. There you go.
Now we're done with that turn. Sad.
You can
face.
move your young fish into the space with the other young fish.
I have
Potentially create another
young fish. It's true.
All right, Rick. What do you
Now my
got?
turn's done.
Spend those eggs on your predators.
That's the plan. I'm going to.
If you had to pick a favorite fish, would it be the Sloan's viper fish?
I'm going to play the
I don't know.
blob
Why would it be
scorpion.
the Sloan's viper fish?
Its jaw can be unhinged, allowing it to open
Yes.
its mouth up to 90 degrees,
Yes, 100% yes.
Yes, 100%.
allowing it to catch prey as large as 60%.
You had me at unhinged. You had me at unhinged.
You're
unhinged
unhinged.
strong 90.
Blob sculpin's 2 eggs, and then I'm all set.
All right. Final action of the game. Play a fish. I'm going to play my great white shark, which is going to eat my my poor white
That's
banded
not
trigger
very
fish.
nice.
It's not.
That was rude.
Nature's not very nice.
Nature is not very nice. The great white shark allows me to place, in fact, all players can place eggs on any predators they have
Oh,
when he is played.
that's awkward.
Yes.
Because,
I don't think I have any predators.
2.
Anybody with a tooth icon.
So
Nope, this guy.
Yes.
I have an in-game ability that does this.
Yep.
I see literally the only predator I've got.
I have a lot of predators, so
That's what I said. If you get the great white early and you can set
Our
it up, it's
predator.
an incredibly powerful card.
careful who you accuse of things on camera.
What?
He called
saying
called me a
I'm
predator.
saying you eat fish.
He didn't say child.
No, I said the great white's an incredibly powerful
No,
card.
he said
Oh,
you're a
never
predator.
mind.
You're not the only he at this table.
Yeah.
It's not always about
And then I am fully done other than
Hold on.
endgame things.
Did it stop?
Time out.
Yeah.
Once again, I play my final card, and the
Yeah,
game
Nick keeps
explodes.
breaking shit.
How dare you? You and your giant woodcock.
And my great white shark, my Carcharias
Your great
carcharodon.
white woodcock.
Or Carcharodon carcharias.
Gary, I'm gonna live carcariously through you.
Hey, good one.
Thanks.
So, Nick, what'd you do? You played?
I played my great white shark. Everybody gets to place an egg on every one of their predators.
Which we've done.
Which we
Yeah,
did.
and we don't have great white
So
sharks, so
chat.
we get to live carcariously through hell.
Boo.
You're just jealous you didn't think of it.
I mean,
That is
I
correct.
am
I am very
absolutely.
We're gonna dive in the green, baby. We're gonna make this a little guy, and then we're gonna go down here. We're gonna make this a little guy. I don't have enough ways to make to hatch fish. I want to hatch more fish. Here we'll go. Yeah. Upgrade to a schoolie. Then we'll make this guy, then a guy, and I can't move
I did
him.
have to pay.
So
That's it.
2 young fish from my great white.
And then
Sorry.
it's all John. Last
Camera
turn.
died.
Alrighty. There's only really one useful thing I can do, and that's hatch
Your one egg.
the one egg that I have out there. So, whoops. We're gonna hatch it. The stonefish has a baby.
With 2 moves, you can make another school.
I can't.
With 3 moves, you can make another
I
school.
can. I can move. You can move here,
And then down.
and then when I get
School.
to here.
nothing happens.
No. All players can lay an egg.
Oh, I will gladly lay another egg.
Heck yeah.
Sorry, stonefish, you're pregnant again.
Quack, quack.
And then when I get down here,
Nothing else.
nothing happens. So, womp womp.
All right, that is it. So now we do end game abilities.
Fat
So for me, I can play a fish, which I'm going to do. I'm going to play the spotted parrotfish.
I can also play a fish.
Well, hold on. We'll do turnover
sorry.
so to get so the camera will get it. This can be played over here. So he's going to
Yeah,
get
Nick,
played.
wait your
I
turn.
actually play 2 fish.
Well, good for you.
Thank you.
And those are all my end games. Nick,
I can play a fish here.
Can you play 2?
I'm going to spend 1, 2 here. And play this little guy here. He goes anywhere in blue, so I guess we're going to go here. Then I can play another fish up here. We're going to spend 1, 2. And we're going to put him up here.
Wait.
Or no, I only had 1 card to play. I forgot I only had 1 card. So I only get to play 1 fish. It's not going to be this
You
guy.
can't go
It's
there.
going to be him. He can't go there anyway, so.
Yeah. Well, this
So
one
I'll
was in
discard
blue.
him.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. This guy can only be placed here. Or no, he can only be placed here. So I have to play.
You can't play any of them.
Can't play any of them.
Can you play the one? Oh no, you can't.
I could stack on
Can
top
you
of somebody.
predatorize?
Could stack on. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna predatorize. We're gonna predatorize this guy. I have 2 eggs back out here. So here and here.
Okay.
You got any other
You got
demons that might
Yep.
work?
And then I have to move. I can place a fish and move it. We'll just place a fish here, and
You can move a
we'll
different
move nowhere. And then I get to place eggs on everybody in blue, which is just these 3. Darn, I thought I had a combo, but have failed.
I mean, that was
miserably
still
on
pretty
it.
good. End of turn.
It was
Failed
almost a
miserably
combo.
on it.
That's Chad.
The only
Oh wait, I could. Oh, I have to eat a dude up top, which I can't do.
Oh,
He's smaller than the great white.
These are all scoring. This one puts eggs on all my predators, which
Yeah.
is this guy. And I intentionally didn't put that there. How did that
We have the
happen?
great white. Put it on.
The great white.
I know,
on
but
all
I-
predators.
Well, I guess I meant to get rid of it, and I didn't. Yeah,
It's worth 1 point.
And then John, do you have any?
I know, but
I have 1, and that's at end.
You can play something.
Could have put it somewhere.
Play a fish from my hand on an empty or occupied slot in my ocean after paying
Thought I had a
its
good combo
cost.
going, but it didn't work.
Looks like you do not have something
Alas.
that can go in the
Do not
right
have enough
spot.
cards.
I do not.
Okay.
You are correct.
So now we're going to look at points.
Yep.
Do you want to pause
So-
while we're looking at points, or you want to do points live?
We'll do it live and then
Right.
I'll edit it.
Right.
Okay, so now we're just looking at your game end points. This is only the yellow points.
Only yellow points. I have 3 of them.
I've got 5. Nick has 3.
Anything?
Chad.
Where do you
9?
see the yellow
9?
points?
Yeah, just yellow end game points. If you have a card,
John has 9.
It,
Yeah,
it would
0.
say it in a yellow thing
Yeah.
here.
Points printed on visible fish. So these are your fish sitting on top.
24.
Rick has 49.
Jesus.
35.
35 for Chad.
81.
Nick has not played this
81.
game. He has 81.
81 visible, because I have nothing. I only have 1 fish.
You got an 8 and a 12.
I have 8, a 12, a 10, a 7, and another 8.
John has 24. Eggs, 1 point per egg.
That,
Jesus.
yeah, I
Rick
don't
has
have
11.
anything remotely that
I
big.
have 14.
Nick has 14 eggs.
I have 5.
Chad has 5.
1.
1 for John. Young, those are worth 1 point each. Rick has 1.
2.
5.
Chad has 5.
No schools.
3.
where I think
John
I'm going to
has
get clapped.
Schools, how many schools you got?
5.
John has 5. That's worth 30.
Yeah, that's why I get clapped,
I
I
have
think.
3.
3, you score 18. Rick has 5. I score 15.
You just said
I scored 30, so you
Or
scored
6
30
pieces.
because you
Oh,
have.
shoot. Sorry, that was a math fail. 5, so I scored
I was like,
30.
you just said his were 30. I don't know what
I don't know what.
asterisks on.
I have
I mean,
0
I
schools.
shouldn't have corrected him. Just let him think it.
Like, how do you have more than me in this
Eating
point?
fish.
Consumed fish, that's fish that are under other fish, and the board printed fish count.
I have 2.
I have 4.
All right, ladies and degens,
Rick has 5. Nick has 4.
we are at the
Chad
end of this game.
Chad has how many?
2.
2. John has
Sorry, what?
How many fish under fish do you have?
0.
0. All right.
Yeah, just have the base.
Do a quick total.
The base. Oh, sorry. Give me 5. I forgot. I ate
5
a
total.
fish twice, yeah.
Okay, so final tally. Rick has 134. Nick has 131.
Wow.
Chad 103 and John 96.
Always a bridesmaid.
So a little closer, I think, than
Always a
It's
bridesmaid.
closer than Wyrmspan was.
that's
Yeah.
true. And like, I think you're like Nick. Yeah, Nick. Definitely, the schools made a huge difference here, for sure.
Wait, did the audio fill on Wyrmspan because I won? Is that what really happened?
Leave work behind